Today I'm going to teach you how to play this picking pattern. I'm also going to give you some groups of chords that sound really nice together that you may not have played yet. On this episode of Peter Plays Guitar, it's all about giving you the tools to make music and make playing guitar more fun. Let's get into it. This pattern is going to be played on 4 strings right next to each other. So we can play the pattern here, here, or here. I'll first demonstrate using our lowest sounding strings. The pattern goes like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and So we have 4 downstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by 2 upstrokes on the 4th string and then the 5th string. So we have down, 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 and then up, up. Now to repeat the pattern, we have to jump around the E string and then strum down. The reason why we come around the string is so that every time we come to a down beat, we can start with a down stroke. 1 and 2 and every time that I'm counting out a number, I'm using a downstroke, which makes it much easier to keep time. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and If we play the pattern on the middle set of strings, it would look like this. And on our highest sounding set of strings, it would look like this. Now, when we are picking each string, we want to be slightly loose with our fingers. We don't want to pick super hard, because that's going to lead to buzzing. We want to be nice and gentle and kind of let the pick fall over the string. Now, for starting out, don't even worry about your left hand. Just grab your metronome, set it to a nice slow tempo, and just get used to the pattern. I have my metronome set at 116 beats per minute. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and Then go ahead and take it to your middle set of strings. And don't forget about those highest sounding strings. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and Once you're feeling good with no left hand, go ahead and add a chord that you're already familiar with. So let's start with E minor, a pretty common open chord. Let's play our pattern using the lowest set of strings. Let's choose a chord for the middle set of strings. How about A minor? Now, if you're choosing to use a chord that uses all of the strings, like the chord G major, since we're only using 4 of the strings for this pattern, you wouldn't necessarily need to be holding down the fingers that are on the B string and the E string. So if I'm just playing the pattern down here nice and low, there's no reason that I need to have these 2 fingers, my ring finger and my pinky, on the guitar at all. So I can just place my middle finger and my pointer finger on the G chord and let the others relax. Now if you want to move the pattern to a different set of strings but still playing that G chord, that's totally fine. Maybe you play the highest set of strings. You could even take off your middle finger and your pointer finger if you wanted. This picking pattern really is just a starting point. Feel free to take it and experiment with it, change things up a bit, use different chords. If you're feeling good with the pattern and some chords that you're already familiar with, let me give you a few chord combinations that I think sound really nice together. The first chord progression is E major to F sharp minor 7, this is E major to F sharp minor 7. To play E major, just place your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the B string, our ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our pointer finger on the 1st fret of the G string. And you can strum all the strings for this chord. For F sharp minor 7, place your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. The A string is open. Place your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string and your pinky on the 2nd fret of the G string. The next chord progression is A minor 7 to C add 9. This is A minor 7 to C add 9. And I'm playing the picking pattern on the middle set of strings. For A minor 7, we place our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string and our pointer finger on the 1st fret of the B string. Now if you look at how close it is to A minor, here's A minor, all you do is take off that ring finger and then it's A minor 7. To play C add 9, we're going to place our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our pinky on the 3rd fret of the B string. And you can see how close it is to C major. Here's C major, and then we just take our pointer finger off and we put our pinky down on that 3rd fret. The third chord progression is just D major to D major 7. This is D major, to D major 7. And I'm playing the pattern on the highest sounding strings. To play D major, just place your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, ring finger 3rd fret of the B string, and your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. And for D major 7, you're just going to bar your pointer finger across the 2nd fret of the G string, the B string, and the E string. Now you could play your D major with your pointer finger barred and your middle finger up here on the 3rd fret. And then the change is really easy. Or you can play it like this, your normal D major, and then switch to that D major 7. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Now, if the pattern feels good, if these chords are feeling good, and you just want to challenge yourself a little bit more, I would recommend going from the pattern to just a basic strumming pattern. This is going to challenge you to get that arm moving, but then slowing it down enough to be able to pick. So let me give you a quick example. I'm just going to use the chord E minor to demonstrate. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Another thing that you could do is find one of your favorite songs, look at the chords that they use in that song, and apply the picking pattern to those chords. And just like that, we are at the end of another lesson. Good job. I'd just like to let you know that I really am here to help you. So if you have any questions about today's lesson or any of the previous lessons, let me know in the comments. Also, if there's a topic you'd like me to cover in the future, or there's just something you've kind of been struggling with, also let me know in the comments. I'd love to make a video based off of your suggestions. Grab your guitar, make some music. Till next time.